What's up YouTube, Senior Airman Leo here, just doing another quick video on prepping. This time it's prepping on a budget. I think I've done one other video besides this, but this is another video. All the stuff that you see, the butane fuel as well as the cereal, was all purchased for under $14. The cereal there on the left, I was able to purchase for $8 total for 8 pieces, so it's $1 a piece. And the great thing about it is you actually get quite a bit of cereal for $1. A standard box is roughly between 12 to 14 ounces and is about $4. For $4 worth of cereal, each box is each one of those, the O's in the back, are 6.3 ounces, net ounces per box. The Captain Crunch is 5.5. So for the sake of argument, if you take the O cereal and multiply it by 4, which is $4, the cost of an average cereal box, it would be the 6.3 times 4, you get roughly 25 to 26 ounces. 25.2 to be precise. 25.2 ounces for $4. If you went with a standard size cereal box, you would get only about 14 ounces. So a little under half, or I'm sorry, you get almost twice as much cereal for half the price. So I went ahead and bought 8. I've already gone through one of them because the O's cereal are really tasty. I know those are that's my prepping stash, and you shouldn't eat your stash until you need to. But yeah, so that's something to consider. I bought that at CVS for, like I said, $1 each. If you can, try to buy them all. That's what I did. And for $8, it's definitely a good deal. The butane fuel here on the other side is actually another good value. For $5, it was $4.99. After taxes, it's $5.29. And if you break that down per fuel tank, it's a 4-pack, but if you broke it down individually, it's roughly about $1.32 or $1.30 per pack, or I'm sorry, per bottle. Each bottle lasts just as long as a normal size Coleman isobutane fuel canister that have those specific screw-on tops that you would get at Walmart or REI or Gander Mountain or whatever. Typically it's like MSR or Snow Peak or Jet, the Jet Boil brand fuel. But yeah, so with butane instead of isobutane, these are really inexpensive. Yeah, granted they're not refillable, at least as far as I'm concerned. They're cheap enough to where you can buy them and just dispose of them. So when I have some money in the future, I'm gonna go ahead and buy some more, buy as many as I can. Now this type of fuel bottle would go well, or specifically designed for what they call the bayonet style stove. On Amazon, you could buy a whole bunch of the. You could buy like almost like a burner plate that you would plug this guy into. One-Eyed Patriot as well as MD Prepper have excellent reviews on that burner stove. The stove you can get at Asian markets for like in my area you can get it for $19. Online you could probably get it with Amazon Prime for about $25. And so try to get it as cheap as you can, obviously. But the good thing about using those stoves is that these canisters are really cheap and they burn for a long time. Now what I did was I went on Amazon and I bought something called an Okiba butane adapter, which accepts this type of fuel, but the tip, you could screw on one of those camping stoves that people have reviews on YouTube for $8 that you get on Amazon. Luckily, I have my own. I already have a MSR Superfly stove that I'm just going to pair with that adapter that's coming in. I should be getting it in on either Monday or sometime next week. So I ordered it yesterday for $7.99 plus shipping. So it's like roughly $10, $9.98. And yeah, I'm gonna see how it works with the butane stove or just the butane fuel, and if it works nicely, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. I was gonna buy one of those Chinese burner plates that that plug into this, or that this plugs into. But I'm just concerned that the metal isn't really that good, and I think some reviews say that the metal fuel outlet actually melts after a certain period of time, and I don't want that happening if I'm going to spend my money on it. So a buddy of mine also wants to buy the Superfly stove that I have, just the stove top, not the entire system, not the fuel or anything. And if I sell it to him for $35, everything that I purchased from I can go ahead and buy another one of those $8 stove tops, the stove burners, the burner tops, for $8. $8 plus the $5 here, that's $13, plus the $10 stove, or the $10 adapter, that's $23. So with $23, if I sell just the stovetop, the Superfly stovetop, to a friend that I already have, I can go ahead and pay for all of this and still have about $12 left over that I could put into other preps. So it's something to consider, guys. Try to use your money as wisely as possible. Shop around, and you might find good deals at like for here, Asian markets, and at CVS. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Keep on prepping, guys, and I'll see you guys on the other side. God bless, and have a happy new year.